Hey, welcome to For the People Podcast. I'm your host, Vision X, and today it's just three of us today. I'm currently joined by our queen of judges that will be casting down judgment, Miss Nikki.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
And we are going to be joined by our new permanent co-host, Trey Richardson.
Hey now, y'all.
We might be having another person joining us today as well. As always, people like to be late, and I can't wait till they see this video. but we're going to go and jump right into it. You know, this was a very packed week with a lot of stuff going on, and so I just want to show y'all. We're still in that FAFO phase, especially with a lot of Latin and Hispanics. And this is something that was on the news just recently. And we just want to go ahead and take a look at this.
A month ago, I told him to be careful because they're going to pick you up. You look Hispanic. You're covered in tattoos. You're a construction worker. They're going to grab you. And he's like, no, I'm Cuban. I'm protected. They can't take me. I'm legal.
Daniel Allende came here legally from Cuba through the freedom flights in the 60s and 70s, which was a large-scale airlift operation that took hundreds of thousands of Cubans seeking to flee the country. He came to America when he was 2 years old. He has an American driver's license and an American Social Security card.
He owns a home currently. He's a small business owner. He has a minor child. He has a child with a disability. He has everything that any of us have, all of us Americans. He owns a car. He has a driver's license. He's not an illegal.
But he does have a criminal record from more than 2 decades ago, and he never got his citizenship.
They came here legally. The government invited them in, and now the government's saying, get out. Why? Why does he have to get out after 58 years? A month ago, I told him to be careful.
So, I just want to talk about this. I wrote some notes down just so we can be on the same page. So, this white woman told him to be careful. Knowing her as a white woman, she sees what's going on. That's why I say white folks ain't stupid. They see what's going on. She tells him, he says, I'm Cuban. They're not coming for me. And it's like they did not listen. He said, Latins, Hispanics, Cubans, but all y'all got to go. Anybody that's Spanish speaking, tattoos, foreign, anti-immigration, it's like they didn't pay attention. And then to make insult to injury, they fled the country of Cuba, but they have so much pride of being a Cuban. I said, if you have so much pride of being a Cuban, why would you flee your own country? And then the last thing was, he has a criminal record, which was also discussed multiple times, and he didn't have citizenship. What the hell did both of them think was going to happen? What do y'all think?
I Cuban, I protected. I Cuban, I protected. What you don't understand? I protected. I Cuban, I protected. I don't need papers. I protected.
Bruh, you brown.
I don't understand. Like, all of the shit they said they wanted to get rid of, you're it, my nigga. You're it. Like, you're it. One. You're elite. Like, you came here. That's what I said. Y'all literally think when y'all hit that fucking water that you can't be fucked. The minute you step foot, the wet foot, dry land shit, you think y'all bitches think y'all unfucking touchable. And you're not. If a white bitch told you to watch your fucking back and your response, I come and I protected. I don't like you now. You so above board. You better than a white bitch. Like you so protected. And this is the thing. You motherfuckers fled a dictator. So only come to America and vote for a fucking dictator. Are you niggas having Fidel flashbacks? What the fuck is happening over here? Y'all fled dictatorship to then vote for dictatorship. What the fuck are we doing here? I don't have no slip. He lost me at the fact that you voted for that motherfucker. But you lost me for real, and I'm Cuban. I'm protected. That's what's wrong with you motherfuckers now. You think because you're Cuban, you're protected. And what is it going to take for y'all to learn you're not fucking white? I don't give a fuck how much peroxide you put in your goddamn hair. I don't give a fuck what you do, how you dress, whatever. You're never gonna be that. You are going to be, and when it comes to that fucking proverbial table, you're gonna be a guest at best or a servant at worst. Ooh. That is it. You are never gonna sit with the fucking big dogs. That's it. Like I said in one of my personal videos, the closest you're gonna sit at the table is looking through the window while you cut the motherfucking grass, bitch. That's it. That's it.
Or film along.
I don't have no sympathy for that motherfucker. I Cuban, I protected. Okay, well, keep your protected ass. Evidently, motherfucker, not only are you not protected, but you about to be an endangered fucking species. Take your ass back the fuck up. I Cuban, I protected. All right, nigga. Evidence to the motherfucking contrary. You not protected.
Mm-mm. And
Wake
then,
the
like,
fuck up.
right, then to hear that from a white woman, the ones that are usually the most aloof. And he thought he could just pull some shit.
Like you know when Karen tell you to watch your motherfucking
When
back.
Karen tells
you might, I mean, because they don't never give nobody the fucking heads up.
right,
They gave you the heads up, and you and Cuban I protected.
right. Karen is
Okay,
usually
well,
the one that calls-
we don't think, you know. Okay, you got it. That's all I say. You got it. When ICE roll the fuck up, well, they done already roll the fuck up. But you Cubans out there, when they come knocking on your motherfucking door, I want you to look them in the face. I Cuban, I protected. When they come knocking on that door, I Cuban, I protected. You can come here, I protected. You cannot come in my house. You can no, you do not. Mi casa, su casa. No, you cannot come in my house. I Cuban, I protected. That's what the fuck I want y'all to say.
Kicks in the door 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to get into another video. This was, as y'all know, the whole thing with the Nobel Peace Prize, and I think this is going to be a day of, the people of color and stuff. It's your time this time. Today is your time.
Yes, it is
Because
your time to shine.
it's your time to shine on the show, because a lot of y'all just doing stupid stuff, saying stupid stuff, continuing to do stupid stuff. And then when you get checked on it, or then when somebody tell you about it, you're upset. So let's take a look at what this video is going to bring for us.
They decided to dedicate it to President Trump because he deserves it. Because not only has he been involved in only a few months in solving 8 wars, but his actions have been decisive to have Venezuela now at a threshold of freedom after 26 years of tyranny that have destroyed the lives of millions of Venezuela, destabilized the region, and undermined the institutions in the United States, because having Venezuela as a safe haven of the enemies of the United States and using our territory and our resources to hurt the American people and American institutions is certainly a threat to the national security of the United States and the security of the hemisphere. But President Trump has been very clear, courageous in terms of dismantling this criminal structure. And on behalf of the Venezuelan people, I reaffirmed our gratitude and our commitment to this cause for the whole America. So I insist he deserves it. And they decided to dedicate it.
You know what? I want to read some of the comments before we even begin this. I'll butcher names, so I'm not reading people's names no more. Somebody said, wow, they should revoke it immediately. Another person lost respect for this woman after hearing this. Another person, what the F is wrong with her? The Mo Collins, what is going on? So I want to talk about this real fast, and I'm gonna let y'all go on this. Venezuela is also one of the biggest places where they have all those drug wars, dictators. If you ever hear about a lot of Venezuelans, if you ever go to Chicago, there's a lot of them that are, foreign, that are illegal, that had to run because of all the drug wars that's over there and the dictatorship that's happening over there. Their poverty rates are out of control. Their housing rates
They're
are
part
out
of the
control.
cartels.
It's a lot of, the cartels is huge over there. And then just recently, there was this whole issue with United States bombing one of their a boat that was in the middle of the water. We don't know what the real story was, if they were drug dealers or if they were just fishermen. It's all these different things. But this happened to Venezuela, and for her to still donate this to him is interesting. Not only that, this is why I'm looking at the Latin and Hispanic community. And at this point in stage of the game, I'm a little over all of it. I don't care if they want to be white Latino. If I'm Cuban. I'm not Mexican. I don't give a fuck what y'all are. Y'all all Spanish, according to white folks. I'm gonna tell you something that bothers me. So, Trey, over here on Century Boulevard down here, where in Inglewood, where they're building up all that nice shopping center and stuff.
Yeah.
Because South LA look like Little Mexico. If you ever come down here, it looks like South
Oh, yeah.
Tijuana. It looks a hot ass
yeah.
over here. I think Century Boulevard is the only place in this entire area that looks nice. The rest of Los Angeles looks like Little Tijuana. Everybody got their pop-up shops. Everybody got carts. There's clothes all over the floor. It just looks a hot mess. But I'm gonna tell you something that bothered me. So all these people, these Spanish people, was talking a big ass game when all the ICE raids were first initially happening. Oh, we're not going to support TJ Maxx. We're not going to work at McDonald's. We're just going to walk out and blah, blah, blah. Yesterday, I want y'all to pay attention to this. Yesterday, Saturday, I'm driving down there going to the gym, right? On Century Boulevard. Wendy's, packed out with Latin people. They bumping, boom, 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 bumping out their music and everything. I'm seeing them, como estas, muy bien, y2, all this stuff in front of Wendy's, packed out. Wendy's donated to the Trump administration and when all these ICE raids and all this stuff was supposed to happen. This is before he was elected. Same thing at McDonald's. McDonald's was so fucking packed out. Not only was the line wrapped around McDonald's, it was in the middle of the street holding up traffic with Latin people. TJ Maxx down here over there on Figueroa. When I tell you TJ Maxx, it looked like fucking Christmas in October. They had bags here, Abuela and Studio, all them. They got bags they carry into their car. I said there was just a video recently of Latin people saying, "Oh, we're not going to support TJ Maxx. Look what happens when we come together." That shit lasted a couple of months. Y'all have no fight in y'all. And then what really set me off is Home Depot. All the Latin people know that the raids are happening at Home Depot. They all see this. When I tell you the Latin people was running into Home Depot, shopping and running back out, even after the CEO of Home Depot said he voted for Trump, he support the ICE deportation, he supports the raids, they still support their own oppression. At this stage of the game, I'm over it. They love their oppression. They love what's happening to them. And I have nothing else to say about it moving forward. We will continue to put them on this show. But at the end of the day, I'm not sitting here trying to speak up for you guys. And you guys are supporting your own oppression. It's like y'all don't even give a damn. Y'all fight only lasted a couple of months. What do you think?
I just like they got to her. Either they threatened her life or they paid her. And seeing as though Trump don't pay nobody, they most definitely had to threaten her life. Because they ain't no way in the fucking world. But you know what? Then again, I can't say you maybe they didn't. You never know. But you never know. But Laura Loomer sat there. Jigsaw sat there and called her everything but a fucking child of God. For you to turn your ass like how much like what is the white acceptance to y'all? Like y'all can't ever come to us and talk about us. No wonder y'all want us to fight for you because you ain't got no fucking fight yourself. No wonder. Like we can tell y'all, and y'all still. That's how we know y'all on some bullshit. That's how we know if that motherfucker could run for another term, you'd be right there voting for him again.
Exactly.
That's how we know because y'all never stand 10 toes down on a motherfucking thing. Because as soon as a white person look in your direction and give you a fucking glimpse of a smile, you right back to fucking salsaing for that fucking white approval.
Right back in line.
You but shadow your ass right there in fucking line as soon as they look at you and pat you on the fucking head. Like the good little wetback that you are. Because that's what the fuck they call you. They came up with that name. We didn't.
Sure did.
They came up with that name for y'all. Spick and all of that. But that's what that they should have revoked that from her because you don't fucking deserve it. So why would you credit him with what? Like that's what I'm saying. Y'all so fucking scared. That's why they can get away with shit. Trump knows this stuff is illegal, but what he's doing, he's giving MAGA masterpiece theater. He's telling them, I'm going to do this. The government says no. He's doing it any fucking way. They don't care what's happening. They like the bravado. They don't give a fuck about the end game, that it's going to end up hurting them. They don't care about that. This is a show to them. And one thing Trump is about is a show. He came from reality television. So in his mind, this is why you have to explain America to him in ratings. Everything has to be in ratings for him to understand. That's why he says shit like America is the hottest country. What the fuck you mean by that? Global warming? Yes, hotter than a bitch in here. Other than that, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. It ain't Paris Hilton hot. That's for goddamn sure. Is it the devil's anus hot? Absolutely. Paris Hilton hot? Not so motherfucking much. Everything he talks about is in ratings.
Mm-hmm.
Good, bad, or it's hot. It's not hot. It's like, what the
Huge.
fuck?
Huge.
Huge, huge. Like, I really feel like what the fuck is happening here? That the Latino community, y'all are so afraid of him. He could get away with this shit with Hollywood because y'all acting afraid of him. If you stand the fuck up, there's nothing. That's one thing about a bully. They will bully you until you get back in their fucking face. Because once you get back in their fucking face, they know they don't have the power anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all love to talk shit about black people, but you don't take the smoke to the people that's giving you the fucking smoke. Y'all worried about when the fuck we gonna fight on your behalf. You ain't even fighting on your fucking behalf. Y'all just roll the fuck over. Now, if you shopping at Target, because now there are some places where you're in a rural community and you have to shop where you have to shop, because that's just the reality of the situations. Like you have college towns and that's all they have is Target. So what can you do? But when you have the choice to not actively shop somewhere, or you know, you just hey, I just want this one thing and that's it. I'm not sitting there consuming stuff. Do it the best way you can, but don't sit there and talk shit.
Yeah.
That Harmony bitch came in. Oh, we black women not getting out there, so we scared. Are you out your fucking mind? You gonna tell that about black people that's been on the fucking front lines forever? Then the Latino people, oh y'all not, y'all gonna be next, bitch. We was first, and that's another thing that I've been watching with these ICE raids. Put that fucking phone down.
Yeah.
Why are y'all not jumping on these ICE agents? Why are y'all still recording and explaining? I saw a lady getting at a school getting dragged out, a parent getting dragged out the fucking car, and here these white bitches are. But this is not right. Put the fucking camera down and kick the ICE agent in the fucking nuts so that woman could get the fuck up and go home. Y'all always with the phone shit. That I don't know if he was Mexican or what the fuck. That clip you saw last week where they was dragging them all out the car and all them people. This was in Chicago, I think. All them people, yeah, they finally came out, and the ICE people eventually ran, but that took too long for me. Like, why y'all all didn't get out the fucking street and start jumping? It's more you than it is to them fucking ICE people. So why y'all ain't jumping on them?
Right.
Why y'all? Because they can't fight all y'all at one time. Y'all too busy holding the fucking phone. Y'all won't even put the phone down for your own fucking people. Because let there have been some niggas. Somebody might have been recording it, but it would have been 30 niggas jumping on them. I bet you that shit.
Right.
Somebody would have been recording, but it would have been 30 niggas on them set of two. Y'all don't even fight for your own people. And you want us out there fighting for you? Fuck that shit. Y'all still think y'all better, even though he's showing you that you're not. Y'all still think y'all always think y'all better than us no matter what. That's what this is about. Y'all don't want that. Y'all the Latinos with that bullshit is the equivalent of MAGA with this purple revolution shit.
Oh yeah.
It's affecting you. So now you want it to affect everybody else. Bitch, it's been affecting us. That's why we ain't phased over here. We know what the fuck is happening. This is new to you. I don't have no empathy or sympathy. We done told these fucking white, these Latino people that are desperate for whiteness. We've been trying to give you your nigga wake up call. We've been trying to give it to you for decades now. And you getting your nigga wake up call. And you getting it from the same crackers that you looking for approval for. And it's not gonna be until you back in Cuba, wherever the fucking Sudan, someplace you don't speak the fucking language, till you're finally gonna fucking get it. Y'all Latino, when it come to white people, Latino people, I hate to break it to you, y'all niggers with accents. Y'all niggers with accents. That hard ER with a motherfucking accent. That's all y'all are.
Yep.
And I know you hate to hear that, but that's what the fuck you are. You trying so hard to not be a nigga to people that's only gonna see you as a nigga.
And what gets me is that when I was and just you speaking about that, I'm looking at everything you just said, and I'm like, you guys want us to fight for you guys, but I'm like, y'all, I mean, do you understand when black people fought let's just talk about the 1960s. We can just use that for example. Civil Rights Act, the Voting Rights Act, the Immigration Act. If it wasn't for Black people fighting for that, white women wouldn't be able to vote. Nobody would have been able to vote besides white men. A lot of immigrants would not be over here, and everybody wouldn't have the rights they have. I said, but that took years. Trump just got into office. No, he just got into office in January. You mean to tell me from January all the way up to October that you guys don't have any fight in you guys? You guys are going back to like business as normal. Even when I went to my barber, I told him, I said, hey, because I haven't seen him in a minute. I said, hey, what's been going on with because I have a few barbers. What's been going on with over here with the ice raids and everything? He said, oh yeah, everybody was like scared, and we used to close the shades down and only have appointments, and they will call in to let them know that they're outside or whatever. But he said, as soon as they went to Chicago, we just opened everything back up. I said, so yeah, just
Yeah.
y'all have no fighting y'all no more? He says, well, they're not messing with us. I said,
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, I said, it's a waste of our time. It's a waste of Black people's time. It's a waste of Black people's time. I said,
It's
you guys
crazy.
have no fighting y'all. He was like, well, they're trying to get I said, didn't I tell you that they're not just worried about illegals? How many people that they picked up that has had papers that was going to court and all these things, and they're not criminals? Well, yeah, you did say that. You did tell me that. I said, y'all have no fighting y'all. I said, so when it comes to Black people and stuff, I said, I don't want to hear nothing. I want you to take your ass down to Century Boulevard, and I want you to go into Wendy's and McDonald's and TJ Maxx, and I want you to go talk to them about marching for themselves. Because if they don't care, I don't care.
Right. Yeah, no, literally they would have storefronts that they would just close the front, and they would just have their clients come in the back. And
Yes.
now they just open everything right back on up, like
Like business
business
is
as
normal.
usual. Like the fuck?
And that's why I'm
Even
just
like in the alley. In the alley, that like when the ice raids first started happening, like the alley was a ghost town. Oh no, everybody right back up, right where they was, pretending like nothing ever happened. That's crazy to me.
and that's why I told everybody, I said, at the end of the day, I don't want to see another video of a Latin, well, let's just say Spanish. Any Spanish speakers, this is a PSA public service announcement to you guys. Do not ask Blacks for no more help moving forward. Y'all don't give a damn about your own people. Y'all don't care about marching for your own people. And at the end of the day, the shit that I seen Saturday, this is yesterday, on October 11th, you guys don't care about marching for yourselves. I said, even Black people, we would see something, even when Martin Luther King was around. They will see what's going on in Alabama. People from all over, Tennessee, California, Chicago, they will go down there to support those people. You guys, well, it ain't happening in LA. Oh, well, it's not happening in Miami. It's happening up there in Chicago. They need to fight. Good luck to you guys, because the luck has run out with the Black people. I just want to let you guys know that. And I want to go into another video. This is harping on a lot of the minorities. A lot of people are not going to like this episode because we do speak up for them, but at the same time, I said stupidity is stupidity. So this lady, she was explaining what happened at Six Flags. I believe she said it was Six Flags a few days ago, and this is something I have been seeing in just around as well. And I just want you guys to take a look at her video.
Sorry, but my son will not be dating a Black girl. He will not. Because yesterday we went to Six Flags, and when I tell you the pure level of disgust that I saw in these Black girls that you independent queens are raising is purely disgusting and disturbing. I literally left early because my kids were looking like, what the hell is going on? And this is in the Bay Area, California. These girls, all of them unsupervised, in packs, unsupervised, no supervision, just running amok in the theme park. Multiple fucking fights break out, multiple. And I'm just like, okay, the police had to start patrolling the fucking park because these little bitches couldn't keep their hands to themselves. One little bitch about 12 years old talking about some, oh, fuck Jeremy, his small anyway, don't want to meet me. What do you mean it's small anyway? Girl, you are 12 to 13 years old. And then these other girls like, oh, boo, boo, boo. And these dudes are like, y'all are hella chopped. It wasn't even the Black boys. It was the girls. The girls was fighting, multiple fucking fights. Fucking parking lot shut down from fucking them little motherfuckers fighting. And then this white lady asked her not to talk like that. Her and her friends trying to fight the white lady. I'm like, just no self-respect, no fucking home training. And I see why, and I've seen a lot of When I see the black boys with the white girls coupled up, looking cute, I've seen the Mexican kids, I've seen the Asian. Only ones outside acting a fucking ass was the black girls. And I'm specifically saying black girls. There was no black boys acting an ass. It was the black fucking girl. Oh, fuck that bitch. She bumped into me. You are 16 years old. Calm down. When I tell you, you bitches are raising little miniature fucking single fucking baby mamas. That's what the fuck y'all raising. Because them little motherfuckers don't respect themselves. They don't respect nobody else.
So I want to tell you about a quick experience that happened to me. I don't know, this must have been the week of revelations because there's a lot of stuff I was seeing. It was not just with the Latin people and the stupidity that I saw from them and that weak ass we're sticking together. It was not just that. So I was in the convenience store. Candy is expensive now. But I was having a sweet tooth, and I said, I wanted some Kit Kats or something. Went in the store, I said, how much is this? He was like, oh, this is $4.50. I said, for this little bitty Kit Kat, I said, you done lost your mind. He says, well, you know what? Dollar General is across the street. I said, I forgot all about Dollar Tree because I don't shop there. I'm never there. So I went over there. It was like $1.25. Got more in the bag, same thing. I said, okay, I can do this. Well, I'm in there now. The person had called. The cashier had called somebody up for assistance or something, but it was in Spanish. And I don't know what happened, but I guess the Spanish lady, maybe she bumped the black woman. I don't know. I didn't see it. The black woman like, you know what, you non-speaking English, bitch, you need to, when you bump into me, bitch, you sit here and you say, excuse me with your dumb ass. If you can't stay in America and speak English, you don't need to be here. I don't know if the lady bumped into her or not, but this is what was said. And everybody in the line was just looking at her. She's like, what the fuck you looking at? What is you? I mean, it was so ghetto. And she had children with her. And the children was like, yeah. I said, this and that, what's that show, Baddies Girl Club? I said,
Bad Girls Club.
See a lot. This is a lot. This is true. I'm saying I'm sick of the black girls going outside with fucking bonnets in their head and they going to the grocery store or they getting on planes. I know you might say something about it, Nikki, but I mean, there's a level of class because when my aunts and stuff went out and they got on planes and stuff, they dressed up. They had a little nice dress. They if they didn't have their hair all the way done, they would put it like how yours is. They'll put it wrapped up and then they'll put it down or something. But they came out and dressed nice. I am seeing black people in general, black girls, bonnets, long acrylic nails, and the nails is all turned and stuff, wearing bathrobes, wearing flip-flops and stuff like that. I said, you already know that white folks are going to talk about you. Why would you want to give them fucking more to talk about? Then you got the black dudes. I know. Hold on, Nikki. Just hold on.
You ready to light your ass up.
And then it's not just that.
No, it ain't gonna go that way.
It's not just that. It says all the black dudes, the pants hanging down their ass. And then there was a few black dudes that got on the plane and they smelled like straight shit, like nobody, they didn't wash their ass or nothing in the morning. And everybody looked, and even though other black people that was up in the seats, they looked at them like, it's we are not trying to give white folks anything else to say about us, because guess what? When we keep giving them more like that, and that's all we're presenting, they don't want to see the good. They see all these bad things happening, and we see white folks do this shit all the time. But guess what? We know they nasty. We know they gonna do nasty shit like that. Black people, we just got to do better. All that fighting outside, fighting in the club, screaming at people because they actually bumped into you. We got that stuff. We got to stop. And then I was watching a video the other day, and this black man, he was on the corner and he was speaking about, the drugs and the violence and stuff like that. Oh, nappy head ass black boy walked by. Well, why ain't y'all talking about the white people? Because we're talking about us. They're not the ones in our neighborhood right now. It's you black dudes in the neighborhood selling the drugs. You dumbasses. What do y'all think? I know Nikki's ready to go.
Go, Nikki.
I see this twofold. Now, with that bitch there, she's raising a fucking grade A narcissist right now. That boy mom bitches, that's a twofold right there. Because if you want your son to date white women, you could have just said that. You ain't have to go through that whole diatribe. Now, yes, I understand because when I see that too, when it's unnecessary or whatever, you can tell, and this is not just a black thing. You can tell when kids in general don't have home training, because we're not gonna sit there and act like white children don't go there and run fucking amok.
They do.
It's just that nothing is said to them when they run amok. That's the thing. Now, I don't do respectability politics because you got to think of it like this. Despite how you feeling, and I'm somewhere on the line with you, white people are going to think what they want to think about us regardless. We have to start doing things because we want to do them for ourselves, not because we're worried about what white people gonna think. Because we could toe the line perfectly, they still gonna find some shit. So we can't do that. What I like, you can't be a black. You got shit to say to other niggas, but when a white person come by, you fixing your fucking collar. Why
There
you
it
not
is.
fixing? Why you not fixing your collar when black women and black men walk by? Why do you have to make yourself astute when a white person is coming by? It shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't have your pants shouldn't be sagging. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't like that. Nobody wants to see your fucking ass out. Why don't you just take the fucking pants off? Because I don't get the point of you. And then what bothers me is you got the fucking belt on. What are we doing? Because your pants shouldn't be sagging if you got a motherfucking belt on. How you got a belt on and they wrapped around your waist? You literally saying, hey, pull my drawers down and fuck me. That's the only thing I could say that you asking for. Because other than that, why are we doing it? It's easy access. Like you just walking around giving niggas easy access because that's what it's giving. But I don't like to see, okay, that like we'll take my profanity for example. You can tell when a person is using profanity in addition to versus in replace of. When a person has a vocabulary, an actual vocabulary, you can tell the distinct difference when they are using profanity for the point of emphasis or comedic effect versus that is the only way they know how to express themselves. And you have a lot of people, regardless, but it tends to happen in the black community, but it happens elsewhere. We just may not see it because we are amongst our people. You have to keep that in mind as well. We are seeing, if we are in the midst of black people, that is what we're seeing every day. But if we were amongst all people in our neighborhood, you would see different people doing it. But if you in a black neighborhood in a black society, that's what you're going to see. And then and then you think, oh, all black people are like that. I don't like it when I see people talking that way because it's in replace of and not in addition to because they don't have a vocabulary. They don't. That's just like if I see a comedian and every word is bitch, hoe, and pussy, but it's nothing bringing that together because all they can talk about is something derogatory because they have no material. They don't have the intellect to have the material.
Right.
You can tell the difference in these situations. Now, my mother is from, both of my parents are boomers from the deep south. My mother was, a lady should be dressed at all times. Nothing is casual, even if it says so on the invitation. So I was raised to when you walk out that door, we have to be the best. When I put that shit on, I put that shit on. I don't go outside looking a mess. Even if I'm running, if I may be running down the street, okay. But if I'm going to be out running errands, I don't have to be all dolled up, but I'm gonna have a nice dress on, some
Right.
sandals. I'm going to be put together.
Right.
That's the home I come from. My mother would be, she had a house coat for cooking and a house coat for lounging. It was that's where I come from. So when I go, I have had my bonnet on, but I'm not dressed in pajamas. I'm dressed comfortably. Do I come from a time where we used to do that? Where when my mom went, she was dressed and decked out. Black people had to do that. That's where the black dandyism. We dressed that way, and it wasn't necessarily for respectability politics. You can kind of maybe delve in there a little bit, but it was
Yeah.
more so we have the ability to dress this way. We have the ability to look good. With the civil rights movement, we're gonna march, but we're gonna be dressed. That may have started out in we're gonna show white people that we can be just as classy as them, but we
Yeah.
have to do it for us. We're not doing it for white people. If you want to dress up and be classy and be dandy, do that because that's what you want to do for you. Don't do it because you're trying to impress a white person. Because it doesn't matter if we spoke like them, if we dressed like them, if we had their same belief system, they still gonna see us as a nigger regardless.
Right.
So you cannot do it for them. When I dress nice, that's for me. When I do things, that's for me. I don't let whiteness influence me. That goes to when we say be professional.
Right.
We have to be careful of white supremacist tactics that are disguised as pro-blackness. When you say be more professional, that term is relative to the job itself, not the action or the way you dress. You need to be professional in terms of your profession. It is not when we say you need to wear your hair professionally, that's a white supremacist tactic because what makes you think my hair is not professional? What signifies professional? You're associating the word professional with whiteness, not the actual definition. And we have to be careful of that. Because what does that mean? If you go to work and your clothes are clean, you are within dress code, and I don't give a fuck if it's in the pattern of a goddamn dashiki. As long as it fits the dress code and it is within that code, that is professional within itself. You are following the code. It's not what white people want. So we have to be very careful with that word professional because that is a white supremacist tactic. Because when you say professional, you mean white. You need to speak professionally. You mean white. You need to dress professionally. You mean how white people dress. You need to wear your hair professionally. You mean in a way that appeases white people. Black people of a certain age group have a problem with me using profanity because white people don't like me using profanity. And you're still under that white Christian thing where you have to appease white people. Oh, you're a black woman or you're a woman. You shouldn't be using that language. Why not? Why does it make you uncomfortable that I, as a black woman, choose to use that type of language? What about that makes you uncomfortable? It makes you uncomfortable because you know it makes white people uncomfortable. You don't want to talk like that in front of white people. Now, I get that we don't like to talk about certain things in mixed company, i.e., white people. That's fine. But if I want to talk a certain way, I will. Now, there's a difference between code switching because we do have to, depending on the time, we have to code switch. We do have to. But I think we've allowed code switching to overlap our lives. And we've turned code switching into respectability politics. And respectability politics is not going to work because all you're doing is trying to get the approval of white people in the process. So I'm very critical of black people that use white supremacist tactics disguised as pro-blackness. Because that's what a lot of them are doing. So I think if we're going to be that way, it should be if you're a young man and an elder or a black woman walks by you, you should be astute and stuff because that is a black woman walking by. Because that you should be yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir, because that is a black man or woman that you are speaking to. You don't reserve yes, ma'am, and yes, sir, because it's a white bitch in your fucking presence. Now all of a sudden, oh, that's Miss Millie here. I gotta act right.
Right.
But if it's Sophia, oh, you fucking fat black bitch, that's what I'm talking. No. Why would it take the white woman to get y'all where y'all need to be? You should be doing that for your fucking community, not to gain the respect of white people because you're never going to get it.
Yeah.
If you're seeking the approval of white people, you're not going to get it. You're never going to get it. You're not. So that's why I don't even run my face. I don't even do that for I do nothing for white approval. Do I go and cuss people out at my job? No. If I wanted to, if I had the ability to, yes, I would. That is me code switching. Me not telling you, reading you your fucking rights every day is me code switching. To a degree. Yeah. But I get what she was saying, but also look at how she said it. Look how she was talking to her people while she said it. She didn't say it in a way to bring them in. You're already talking at them. You're not talking to them. You're talking at them. So how would you expect them to make the change? How do you expect 12-year-olds to make the change if you calling them 12 black bitches? How do you expect them to act like young ladies when you calling them bitches? When you're yelling at them? If you are a black woman and you don't like seeing how black women are act, why don't you take them under your wing? Hey, let's not act that way. Not because of white people, but have some respect for yourself. Have some self-respect for you so that you don't act like that because there's a time and place. Do not allow somebody to get you out of character. Explain it to them. Just like you got these. One thing I will say about Deontay Collins, he did this. He says, don't say YN. You call them young niggas. He said, don't be afraid of them. Bring them in. Talk to them. Treat them like they're people because they are people. They have enough people in their neighborhood treating them like they're nothing, like they're trash, like they just the lowest of the fucking low. So if everybody is treating you like you ain't shit, you're going to have a tendency to act like you ain't shit. because that is what you're getting every day. You yelling at these girls talking about, oh, my son a date. So you rather, instead of fixing the problem, instead of being a black woman and bringing other black girls in and showing them how to be a black young lady, to become a black woman, instead you want to cuss them out and reinforce what they're doing. And then the way you're going to fix the problem is you're going to ensure that your son uses your narrative, follows your narrative, and then just dates white women. So you're perpetuating negative stereotypes about black women as a black fucking woman.
Right.
You're not doing anything to help the problem. You're reinforcing the problem. And your solution is to give your son to a white bitch that's gonna fuck him over. And then when she fuck him over, don't bring your ass back over here to the black side.
Please don't.
That's what it is. Y'all easiest, if your easiest thing is to tell your son to go date white women, versus taking black women under your wing and showing them how to be, because maybe they don't know. Maybe they don't have a mother figure in their life to show them, hey, this is how you act. This is how you act as a woman, not as just as a black woman, but as a woman. You carry yourself a certain way. As a black man, you carry yourself a certain way. But you're not. You young niggas don't know how to do this. You young niggas ain't shit. If you keep telling them that, they're going to believe that. And then they're going to act it out. Y'all are just as much of the fucking problem as the YNs and black girls themselves. We already have enough people against us. We don't need our own people against us. So if you're gonna complain about it, then be a part of the solution and not the fucking problem. And the solution is not telling your son to not date black women, because at the end of the day, bitch, you still a fucking black woman. I hate to tell you, but when you look in the fucking woman, and if, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't she have tattoos and shit all over her arm?
Sure did.
So how you gonna fucking feel when they judging your ass with them fucking tattoos? How you gonna feel when your son bring home a white girl and you gotta go meet them and they all prep country club the fuck up, and here you go, bitch, with a goddamn tattoo sleeve? How is that gonna work the fuck out?
Right.
So so I understand it both ways, but I think we need to show our community. We don't just need to talk. We need to talk to this generation, not at them. And there's too much talking at them and not enough talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why I think that the disconnect lies.
Yeah, and then also the delineation between home training and appeasing white people isn't clear for people anymore.
Exactly.
And I wanted to get into something else in regards to, LGBT, you're not immune too. We going in on these other groups that's not white today. You're just going to be upset today. I don't care. So
you going in on my people, Chris?
I'm coming from, and I'm gonna put this on here. I want you guys to watch this video, and we're gonna take a look at this.
Hello. What's up? You like your face? Yeah. Okay. Can I see it? No. You're really a big freak. You really gotta cover that punk. That's why you know. That's why you have two chins and your motherfucking hair is finished. You look like Donald Trump. No. Did you know you vote for Donald Trump? Did you vote for Donald Trump or not? Yeah. You're a bitch. Where you stay at? Shut up, girl. You look ill. You're disgusting. No, spit on. No, I'll spit on you. Sit out. See, and make you have my towel. Would you have my towel? Be honest.
What does any of this have? Okay.
I'm fucking towel away. You want me to net it?
You know what?
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. I'm confused.
Yeah, so I guess you know those things where they say something bad about the other person on the thing, they like pop up. Well, I guess what he was saying is that he was pretty much, this person is slow, and he was sitting there saying that you have double chins and etc. and blah blah blah. And I'm sitting here like, you know what? This person is slow. you can see that they slow.
Is that the
Talking.
correct term? You just slow? Or is that what it is?
Listen, at this
Mentally
point, we can't.
challenged, whatever. I don't
Like,
know.
listen. It didn't. But look, I know that we are in political correct time. He didn't say the R word. I'm sorry, but we are on this podcast. At least me, I'm of a certain age. Okay, I know. I know what the correct, like, I know we can't say the R word, but I mean, what the fuck do you want me? Yes, okay,
Yes.
like the you,
Slow.
it's not a bad term. If y'all get hyped up off that shit, I don't slow. He didn't say the R word. He didn't. So don't come in these fucking comments. It's not slow. Bitch, we know what the fuck it is, and you do too. Okay, it don't take away from the fact that if she got on the bus today, it would be short. Okay. If she got on the bus today, it would be short, bitch. And that is the bottom fucking line. It would be short. So he said what the fuck he said. He said slow. We gonna go with that shit today, okay?
That's the winning answer today.
That's the winning fucking answer today. He didn't say the R word, so don't get your motherfucking G strings in a goddamn bun.
How you know I got a G string on right now? Excuse me.
Hey, I took a wild ass guess.
No, but it's just like, and I said, if somebody, like, clear example, we can't say slow, but if somebody call him the F word, he will be he will be upset. He will be, oh my God, he called me the FAGGOT word, and he'll be talking to all his followers. Everybody needs to go harass this person. They need to be canceled. I said, there's a time and place for everything. If you see somebody is like struggling with something, especially with I'm just gonna say slow because that's the only thing that's coming to mind. If they're slow. And
I mean, she got the
downs.
downs. Is that what you want us
to
say?
Downs
She got
or
the
down
downs?
syndrome? I don't know.
I don't even know the correct term anymore.
Exactly. It's so many of them motherfuckers.
It changes like every year. I'm like,
I know.
What's the new term this time? I don't know.
I also want to touch on that because, like, everybody is so fucking sensitive these days. Like, I'm come up in a time of like the Richard Pryors, the Eddie Murphys, when didn't give a fuck about like what they said and how they said it. But like now, like you can't say or do anything without people being up in arms and like it's insane. Like everybody's so insensitive, and everybody has to have a title now. Everybody has to have a proper pronoun. Like I fucked up so many people's pronouns. Like if you are male presenting, you are he to me. If you are female presenting, you are she to me. And I apologize if like you're like something in between, and I just like shoot for the one that just comes to mind first, because I have a lot of people of the trans experience, I would say.
Well, and sometimes
yeah.
What to call
and
you?
Then like because like then you do see some people that are like on the spectrum of like, okay, I'm just starting to transition. Like literally, I just got on my moans and my beard is still full. And then you have some people that are like beautiful that can look like a Miss America, or they can look like a someone who's like in a pageant. But like when people like really get up in arms about like their pronouns, it kind of like it makes me look at them sideways like you in general, you just have been recognized yesterday in society with like these specific things. Not that these titles haven't been around, but like as a whole, like a lot of people just in general are just getting equipped to handle the information of maybe like a they them or like a non-binary. I know I am.
With the current administration, they better be glad those pronouns stay the same, because they're about to be unrecognized the way things are going.
And that's crazy. I literally have some people that moved out of the country, and they how can I say, they recognize themselves as they them or trans, and they literally can't come back to the country. Literally.
Wow. Was it because their passport got revoked, or?
Well, no, I believe because they did like the change on their license, or like the title that is on their passport or documents is either they them or not. I don't know exactly the terms, but they did write specifically that they are either trans or non-binary, and like I guess that's not recognized to come back in the country.
Really? I didn't.
I don't know the full language of that, but that's that was a conversation I recently had with a friend.
That's new to me because I have never. Yeah, that's real new to me because I haven't heard that.
Yeah,
But this
like
my thing with this is that one thing that gets me about the LGBT community, and it was not. I think we spoke about this just briefly a couple of weeks ago in regards to like them lowering the flag for Charlie Kirk or whatever.
mhm,
And I'm like, he don't even like gay people like that. Like, not them.
right.
And there's a lot of those Republicans, as they are undercover gay. Grindr has crashed multiple times at these Republican
Yeah.
events. We know that, and also a lot of white people are some of the biggest predators. We're just gonna call it what it is. But at the same time, I tell people if you want people to give you respect, you got to give it back to them as well. I've seen
Mm.
so many LGBT, especially white LGBT, call black people in words. I've seen them say that, they don't want no femmes and no fats and no this and no that. I've heard them say negative comments about people and stuff. And I'm like, okay. And I always say this. So it's okay for you to suck dick and lick ass and get cummed in and stuff and do what you want to do as a white male or whatever. But when it comes to this, it's a problem. And that's why I
Mhm.
say when people are doing stuff to them, and especially a lot of the white ones, I just turn an eye because I'm like, I'm not about to sit here and defend people that don't even like other groups of people. You know what I mean? Or they always
Mhm.
have something to say out of their mouth, and then when you say something to them, oh, you're a homophobe or whatever. Well, I guess I am. Because at the end
Yeah.
of the day, I'm not going to let you continue to disrespect other groups of people. And then when it comes to you, you want people to defend you. I just don't see
Yeah.
that, you know?
Right. I agree. And then like there's like a really influx of videos of particularly white trans people saying, "You're misgendering me. I can't believe you're misgendering." Meanwhile, they're doing this. "You're misgendering me." And to me, that means like, oh, you set this up. Oh, you said something just for them to come back at you
Hmm.
with something, so you would have some evidence of like, oh, you've been mistreated. But like again, like a lot of the I will say the people of trans experience that are around me, they have it together. Like they have gone through experiences where like they understand that like, hey, maybe my appearance isn't, you know, isn't what I see in myself or see in the mirror. So like I give people the space to, either misgender me and I just correct them. They don't the people around me, they're not the people that are saying, "Oh, you misgendered me. I can't believe. Did you guys hear that? You misgendered me." But there's so many white people doing that it's just like, what are we
Well,
doing here?
you're forgetting white folks is finally because of the LGBT, they're finally included in a protected class. You're forgetting they they get all the privileges. Why do you need to be in a protected class? You get all the privileges, but now you have those white ones. Oh, well, I'm LGBT. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I was having a conversation with some white folks the other day. I said the only reason why LGBT got rights is because white folks are involved. If it had been just blacks and Latins and Asians and all these other people, all this
Mm-hmm.
West Hollywood and all these rainbow flags, that shit would have never happened because
Right.
it was no white folks involved in it. Now that
Mm,
white folks and they're pretty much the majority of it, I said
right.
now all these rights are happening for them. But I said they still are the same. A lot of them are still racist. A lot of them still think they can say whatever they want to people. A lot of people think that they have better privileges. I said, to me, West Hollywood ain't no different than that Fire Island with all those white dudes that want to go over there and have group sex parties and stuff. I don't see the fucking difference. They all want to be
It,
racist. They all want to say the same racist shit. I
it
don't see
really
the
is.
difference.
Yeah, and talking about like that Charlie Kirk situation, like this was a situation where West Hollywood is the gay area. And he specifically was against the gays. And of all places in California, they decided to lower their flag
Hmm.
at half staff
West Hollywood.
against. So again, for you to do that, you have again like the thing that Trump pushed against America, pushed towards America was the governors. It went to the governors first, and the governor can say like, okay, we're going to do this or we're not. The governor of California said, no, we're not going to do this. So specifically West Hollywood,
Yeah.
the gay area, decided to go against the governor,
Oh, yeah.
who was just like, we're not doing this shit. to do this bullshit for Charlie Kirk, which is insane to me.
I'm gonna tell you this. 1 second. I'm gonna tell you this. When these gays, and we've seen this happen in history, they get too comfortable. They're like, oh, well, I'm white. They won't know that I'm gay. Whatever. You forgetting they got y'all Instagrams of y'all on other dudes' laps and licking on other dudes. They got photos of y'all. People got y'all grinding pictures. They gonna get in the space one time, which happened in the past, where they was like, oh, these people love us, they like us, or whatever. And then what they gonna do? They gonna turn on them, and next thing you know, they gonna be like, oh, why's all these boys hanging right here? Oh, well, there was some incident that happened, and they hung all those white gay boys. I'm not gonna bat an eye. I'm not going to raise arms in anything. I'm like, well, y'all wanted to be white so bad. These other white folks, these MAGA whites, told y'all they don't like gay people. Y'all went into that space because y'all wanted the whiteness, and now they turned on y'all ass, and now y'all hanging. And now y'all want everybody else to protest for y'all.
And not only that, it's like you don't understand. Every accusation is confession. Them white men don't like gay men because they are closeted gay men. They don't like that y'all out there free and living y'all fucking lives, and y'all so stupid because that's dangerous. You can go into their territory if you want, but they will always be jealous of the fact that you're living your life and they're not. And they will take that against you because them same men that say they hate you will either get with you or sexually assault you and then kill you, so they don't have to deal with the aftermath of what they had to do. Of being gay. They'll sleep with you, but you represent what they can't be themselves, and they will kill you over that. So they don't have to deal with it mentally to see you and relive that experience. They will use you and then fucking kill you once they get what they want from you. Just like they killed us and ate us. They will kill. These white people will kill you and then get what they want and they don't want to, they mentally can dissociate themselves from that. And they will kill you to dissociate it. Oh, well, if he out of sight, out of mind. Jeffrey fucking Dahmer, anybody you think like he was gay, but the bitch was white first.
Right.
And he couldn't deal with that. So he had to kill the fucking evidence. Everything that reminded him of who he couldn't be, he got rid of it. Y'all gonna get enough of going in spaces that don't fucking belong to you. If somebody tell you they don't want you there, they shouldn't have to tell you fucking twice.
Right.
But you're talking about gay white men. And
gay white men, and y'all.
I could go in there. I said, that's what happened. You remember the I don't know if y'all remember the story. It was a huge story like a few years ago where they befriended there was these dudes that were closeted, but they befriended the white dude, and he was gay. And because I guess they sexually assaulted him or something, and then they ended up beating him to death, and they threw his body into the river. And I said, so they got what they wanted from him, and then beat him. And I said, I keep telling y'all want to be in close proximity to Neanderthals, then go ahead, because this is what's going to happen to you.
Yes, because you're going to get in proximity. And they know they want you to be in proximity so that they can get what they want. You're not, remember, the RNC, these motherfuckers crash grinder.
Yes.
So you already know what time it is. A lot of these Republicans are closeted gay men, and that's why they hate gay people so much, because they are living their lives out in the open and they can't do that. And so they will be in secret with you. But the moment your freedom reminds them that the fact that they aren't free, you being an out gay man and you're free reminds them of the freedom they don't have. And they're going to be jealous of that. And the only way to eliminate that will be to eliminate you. So they gonna get you in them rooms. They gonna get what they want, and then they gonna kill you. And then they gonna hide behind their white Christianity as the means of why they needed to kill you was justified.
Yes.
And for what? So you can have some acceptance. Y'all might be white, but again, white people don't like white people.
They don't.
White people don't like white people. So the fuck make you think they gonna like you?
You better go to history.
And y'all sit there and say, oh, well, it's not all white people. And yeah, side note to you bitches, especially you white women, because y'all getting on my goddamn nerves with that shit. Well, it's not all of us, bitch. Did I say all? I said it's not all white people, but it's always white fucking people. That's what I said. And if you bitches hear the all part, and you think I'm talking about you, then yeah, you the bitch I'm talking to. Don't come in my fucking comment section telling me, oh, it's not all white people. Well, it must be. Figure out why the fuck you triggered. Go sit on that white lady couch and find the fuck out. But don't ask me because I ain't got time to tell you.
What's the quote that we always say?
If it don't apply, let it the fuck fly. And I don't know why you white bitches can't understand that shit. Cause y'all be, I had one bitch today. Oh, do you hate white lesbians that didn't give birth to you? I need to know. First of all, I said, first of all, bitch, I don't give a fuck what you need to know. Second of all, if I triggered you, go have a therapy session and find out why the fuck you feel that way with that bitch. I don't know, and I don't give a fuck. I already told you, white bitches, I don't give a fuck what you think. You still coming in my comment section with that shit? I don't care. If I was talking, if you felt some type of way, ask yourself why. Because it's white people in the comment section, they be like, I'm white and I get it.